little warmer today, not by much, so a subtle warming trend taking place this afternoon. Temperatures currently in the mid and upper 50s, 57 for Baton Rouge, 58 Gonzales. You can see that's 5 to 6 degrees warmer than the same time yesterday, but as much as 9 degrees warmer in Macomb. You can see actually Houma 4 degrees cooler. That's thanks to the cloud cover and some of those passing showers along the coastal parishes I mentioned earlier in the newscast. Let's talk about rain. Let's give you that first alert heads up to what we could be expecting. Got a few isolated showers in the forecast for tomorrow. Could come in 2 rounds. We could get some isolated showers kind of overnight, early morning hours on Wednesday, and then a second round as we go into Wednesday evening when a cold front slips its way through. Got another front expected to arrive on Saturday. That too could produce a spotty shower too, but really highlighting a mainly dry forecast for the conclusion of this week and into the beginning of next week. Let's time things out for you with Futurecast. Just going to see an increase in cloud cover as that upper level low that I showed you earlier in the newscast starts to approach and move overhead. So let's call for mostly cloudy to overcast skies as we head into the overnight. So here comes round number 1 in terms of those isolated showers. Again, note nothing intense, nothing all that heavy. It's going to push through pretty quickly, and by the time we get towards lunchtime, everything is dry. But it doesn't stay dry. We've got a cold front that's going to be sweeping towards the area as we go into Wednesday night. You can see that could be a broken line here of isolated showers. Front moves through pretty quickly as we go into Thursday morning. Behind that, drier and cooler air. So we're expecting a sunny day on Thursday, but also considerably cooler with daytime highs maybe struggling to reach the low 50s by Thursday afternoon. So here's a look at the rain estimation for this rain event that's going to be taking place on Wednesday. Probably should put that in air quotes because you can see most of us expect it to remain dry, and those that do, a couple hundredths of an inch of rainfall is all we're expected to see. So yeah, not going to be much and really not going to be impactful whatsoever. For temperatures, it's going to be warmer tomorrow morning. We've been in the 30s the last couple of mornings. Tomorrow morning we bottom out in the mid 40s, mid 60s for daytime highs. So still kind of inching up in terms of temperatures going into tomorrow, but we get that front in here Wednesday night. You can see how steady that fall in temperature is expected to be once we get towards those evening hours. So again, 2 rounds of rain in the forecast for tomorrow, one here during the morning hours and mainly early in the morning. And then the second one here as we get towards the evening hours. So really for the daylight hours on Wednesday, we're expecting dry weather conditions. Now on the backside and as the front kind of approaches, we're going to see some breezy conditions. So you can see how winds start to elevate as we get towards the afternoon hours. These are sustained winds from a forecast model, and you can see that is upwards of 15 miles per hour. So we could see some wind gusts in the 20 mile per hour range, maybe even a few locations closer to the coast sneaking towards the 30 mile per hour range. Let's give you a first alert to some freezing temperatures that we could be dealing with. We're going to be focusing on our first potential freeze, and that will be Thursday night into Friday morning. So Friday morning is when the freezing temperatures will occur, but we've got to make those preps on Thursday night. So we're taking care of the people, the pets, and the plants. This is going to be a light freeze, so not cold enough or cold enough long enough to have any problems for the pipes. Freeze durations for this event expected to be anywhere from 2 to 6 hours. So here comes that big surge of cold air behind our first front on Wednesday. That'll linger with some cold temperatures heading into Friday and beyond. And then we get a secondary surge as we get into Saturday. So you can see the second front expected to bring some cold air. So it's basically reinforcing shots of cooler air. So we're not going to see huge swings in temperatures, but we are going to see multiple swings in temperatures. So we're in the midst of a warming trend. We see the cool down going into Thursday, quickly trying to rebound heading into Friday. And then as we get into the weekend, we start to see another decline in those temperatures. So we've got light freezes for Friday morning, and then as we look towards next week, Sunday and potentially MLK Jr. Day, Monday, we also could see some light freezes, and each and every time we're talking about people, pets, and plants.